Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Steve Clayton, and we're excited for a very special episode today as we welcome our guest, Dr. Lismari Valentin. Put your hands together as we welcome the doctor today.
Thank you. Hi. I'm so happy to be here. First of all, thank you so much for having me.
We're glad to have you.
It's funny because my assistant, she comes to me and she's like, you will not believe who just emailed me, and she's like going crazy, and I'm dying because I'm like, I'm so excited to be here, and she's just like, they have such great email etiquette.
Well, you know, we have a
I'm like, what?
we have a trained pool of interns that are very well skilled in Microsoft Word and
Yeah, apparently
Outlook, and
she was very impressed.
they know how to click on the paperclip.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we teach them.
They were good at it.
Well,
she's like, forget the fact you're going to be on the show. Their email was fantastic. I'm like, sure, that's the important thing.
We live to give. But we are honored to have you with us today on What's on Your Mind. Now, so we're here today. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this is something that's very, very important to us. We know that you're passionate about that. You've accomplished so much in the field. So let's start out. How did this happen?
Wow. Well, plan. It's always a plan. You start off with a plan, I was in college. I started off at Valencia, my first year.
Valencia.
Yeah.
A better place to start.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
So I started there, and I actually got to attend. It was called CUCF, and it was at the University of Central Florida.
Oh, very nice.
And I was sitting in. It was an orientation for psychology majors, and it just really interested me. And so I just figured it out. I sat down with an advisor. I'm like, I'm going to finish Valencia. I eventually transferred to UCF, and I got my bachelor's degree there. And I went on, to go to graduate school.
Wow. And
so that's kind of how that went off, and it was really great.
That's fantastic. Now, I know that it's easy to make a plan, as you say, but somebody's got to foot the bill for all this. How did you manage to take care of the costs of this endeavor?
Budgeting. It's all about budgeting. My first year in college, I had the opportunity to take this class where I did a couple projects, actually, just kind of looking into different costs of college, and I got to really see the numbers and realize, this is a lot of money I don't have. But it's all about the planning and the preparing and figuring it all out. But, thank God, everything fell in its place and everything worked out.
Very nice, very nice. I think it's so admirable, all the things that you do with youth. How did you plan your career and the steps that you were going to take?
Like I said, I always knew inside of me that I really wanted to work with young, kids and youth and do something to make a difference for them. In the same year that I got to do all that research into cost, I took a couple of different assessments, and they all pointed the same things, like, mental health counselor, or psychologist, or school counselor, and it just confirmed to me already that what I wanted to do is really what I should pursue, and it encouraged me more to continue working for that.
And you worked straight through it. You made the costs work out for you. You did all the work. You walked it out. You did your time. Do you take time for yourself?
Time management is really important. You gotta just know, even, going through college, it's stressful. You have classes and you have family. And for me, I was involved in my church, and that's obviously very important to me. And just making time for everything and knowing, just to make time for yourself also, to rest. It's all about being smart with your time and being realistic and trying not to spread yourself too thin and just really managing your time well.
I never spread myself thin. I'm so excited that when you say I'm a church person, I think it becomes obvious in your ethics and in the things that you do that you're a person that has strong beliefs. We've also noticed, obviously intelligence and academia, sort of your intellection is something that's extremely important to you. You're a socialite. I mean, you make connectedness seem like it's second nature for you. You maximize abilities. You develop abilities. These are I mean, 5 key things that I think are synonymous with Dr. Valentin's name. So at what point did you realize that not only you knew what you wanted to do, but that you had the ability to make it happen?
I think that one time in specific, I can recall that I really had kind of a realization. I was at this event. It was called Get Real. And what they had us do is they gave us a whole bunch of sticky notes, and we had to write down
sticky notes.
Yeah, little sticky notes, and we had to write down things that were important to us, people that were important to us, and memories, and it made me realize, and which I'm sure was the point of it, just kind of the things that you hold on to. I was like, I need to stop doubting myself and realize that I can do what I want to do, and so that was a key moment for me at that special little event.
That's pretty incredible. Incredible. It seems like you had a lot of breakthroughs through that,
Yeah.
and a lot of self discoveries. This happened while you were in college.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I feel like in college is really when I kind of discovered my purpose. For me, I wanted to be a better person. I think in this world there's a lot of negativity. I wanted to do work that wasn't just for money, but to help others and do something where I felt like I was making a difference for someone.
And that's the first chapter of your book, which is a fantastic book, Masterpiece in the Making. If you haven't been there already, go to Amazon.com right now and buy this book, Dr. Lismari Valentin, Masterpiece in the Making. And think, how did you get inspired to put together a book like this?
You know, for me, it was, I realized people don't just care about facts. They want a story. They want to see not just numbers and statistics. They want a story so that they can relate to. So for me, it was important to put this together and talk about my experiences growing up and the different things I dealt with, emotionally, and the people that helped me through them, so that people could, see that and relate and know that they can push forward.
So it's not only autobiographical, it's also inspirational.
I think so.
It sounds like you really care about other people, that you really want to see other people realize their potential, overcome their struggles, and walk in the same confidence that you've discovered for yourself.
I really just want to relate, I think that a big part of this is having emotional intelligence. It's bringing yourself down and connecting with people and helping them so that they can, move forward and really putting yourself in their place.
Emotional intelligence, that's really interesting. I know a lot of people that have one or the other, but not both.
Yeah.
My ex-wife, you know what I'm talking about. So but I think you're absolutely right, and I really admire the way that you approach that. You help people with their struggle, with things like depression, with things like anxiety. In fact, there's a quote from your book that I really, really liked. You were interviewing a friend of yours. It was at the end of chapter 6.
Yeah, okay.
Fantastic stuff. Could you?
Tony Talavera.
Tony Talavera.
Tony Talavera. He was my youth pastor
Youth
when I was
pastor.
younger. Yeah, great guy.
Great guy.
Amazing man. I sat down with him and I got to interview him. And he works with youth, and one thing he told me that is what I talk about in the book. Every day is a new opportunity for change.
Yeah.
And that really stuck to me and is really one of the major themes of my book. Every day is a new opportunity to really push forward. And through him, I just had a lot of networking opportunities, especially.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. I'm lucky that I know him. I'm lucky that he was there for me and helped me to network and to get out there and to get my views out there. And it's one of the reasons why this book is out now.
That's the connectedness that you talk about, that you show. Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, we just wish you the very best of luck. Your book is quickly selling out everywhere. So again, Masterpiece in the Making, Dr. Lismari Valentin. It's been an honor to have you on our show.
Thank you so much.
To continue doing what you're doing, and thank you for helping us celebrate National Mental Health Awareness Month.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching. What's on your mind?